Kristen from Christopia Studios, and today I decided I'm using an old an old canvas. I've already covered it with white, and I'm going to try my hand at a Dutch pour. This is kind of in anticipation of fixing and doing some more work on a nebula pour that I did a little while back. And I'm going to practice here before I start using this technique with a nebula pour. I just bought this hair dryer at the cheap store for a cheap price, and already I've got white on it. That didn't last long, this shiny newness. This is the first time I'm using it, and already, because that's just how I roll. I didn't buy this to dry my hair, I bought it for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Dutch pour that kind of curves and reaches that way a little bit and, you know, branches out in different spaces. I'm using several colors, maybe too many colors. I'm not quite sure about that, but I am using several colors, and they are all in complementary families. I'm using a deep violet purple, quinacridone magenta, a light violet, lilac maybe. This is called, it's a turquoise, but it's called Color Shift Dragon Flash. But I like the turquoisey nature. And I've already thinned these. They have Floetrol and water, no silicone. I may add a neon pink. Not quite sure about that yet. And I'm just going to add a little metallic gold for more contrast. But first, things first, my cat got in the room, and already the hairs floating around are hairing up my canvas. She's not usually allowed in here, neither of my two girl kitties, but one of them got in earlier, and I don't know how she does it. I think she's like that Bill the cat on Bloom County. She just goes and her hair flies all over the place. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lay down my colors. Let's go with the deepest color first. Excuse me. Always hungry when I do my videos. My stomach's always growling. And a little magenta. I've never done this type of pour before in this way, so I'm hoping it turns out okay. Let's try some of that color shift. Those are pretty colors together, just them. Maybe I'll come over here with some gold and see if that is enough for me. You know, I may just forget about the light purple and the neon and go with a little bit of this. Yeah, let's try. So I'm going to put a little more white in here. And as Rinska does on her pours, I'm going to add a little water. These paints are thinner than my regular pour paints. I'm following her directions and making them pretty thin. I'll just wipe my, of course I put my new dryer on top of my cleaning rag. That's smart, huh? Get stuff out of the way. Move this way a little bit. I already made sure my canvas was level. Now let's give a little flow. Around here. Now let's give this a shot. First I'm going to cover it up a little. torch it and then see what I can do to bring some of those colors out. It's shocking to me how many cells I can get with no silicone. Kind of crazy. I think I need to fill up the torch. I'm going to use a straw to blow a little more because I don't want to dip my body in. It's still pretty thick. Maybe I'll tilt a tiny bit. You guys ever tilt your Dutch pullers? Tell me how you do it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Should have tied my hair back. You know what? I'm going to get my world's tiniest blower and do it this way. I can control it just a tiny bit better. I think that might be the pretty. Blow that one little pink spot out a little. Yeah, I didn't like that either. Oh, yeah. Switching between blowy things. Some people don't like this shape, but I'm kind of really enjoying it. I think I'm gonna give it one more torch and let it be. I have a tendency, if I don't like certain tiny things, to overwork stuff, and then it ends up looking really crappy in the end, and I don't want to do that. I wonder though, get off my foot. There's a cat in here. She's standing on my feet. I didn't notice she was still in here. Chase the other one out. Sorry for your looking at the back of my head. Just want a little more lacy edge. And I think I got it. Now to torch again. This cat, I have this calico. I'll show you to her later. You may have seen her in my cat pastel video I did recently. She thinks she's my muse. So she sits at my feet or on my feet when I'm sitting to do stuff. Now that I'm standing to do something, she decided to come over and sit and walk across my toes while I was doing this. So she's a little bit of a twerp. These cells are really pretty. I don't want to over torch either. This is one of the little twerps that comes into my studio while I'm working. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Nope, out, out, Missy, out. This is the one who thinks she's my muse and has to sit on my feet everywhere. See, she's sitting on my foot. That's what she does. But I'm really liking this. So I think I might bring you down to show you some stuff. I'll pause you first so I don't make you dizzy. So I'm gonna bring you in for a close-up. This is the top left. And then we're gonna go top right. Look at all these, isn't that pretty? This is the first time I've done this type of, ooh, got some lacing in there. It's the first time I've done actually a pour like this in this style, and I think it's really going to be beneficial when I go back to making my big giant black painting. I'm gonna move up and show you. It's over in the corner of my studio. That was my first attempt, but I'm gonna bring some of these bright, bright colors back in. Try and get some of this gorgeousness going on that painting. So here's the dried result. I really like it. There are a couple places where the old painting that I painted over is showing through. I'll just paint that out in white. But my shadow is in the way. Let's get on this side. I really like how it turned out. It looks, I think I'm going to call it can-can, because it actually looks kind of like the underskirts of a can-can dancer. I like it. Anyway, if you liked this video, please hit like, the thumbs up button down below, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell to the lower right if you want notifications of when new videos come up. Also, down below is a description of this video, plus my Crystopia Studios Facebook page, and a little PayPal tip jar if you feel so inclined. I don't get paid for my videos and I don't monetize them, so I just want to give you the opportunity if you so choose. Anyway, I hope you have a great and safe day, and we'll see you next time.